Yes, welcome to another rant. Some final thoughts on the Top Gear and Grand Tour. Um, I watched it and I rewatched it yesterday, and yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why it hit so hard. It hit so hard. I was really sad, and I am still sad, and yeah, I was thinking, okay, why is that so? Why is it? Why did so many men? If you watch the reviews and videos and thoughts on social media, you had I read so often that people said, okay, I'm a 62-year-old man and I cried like a baby, and I'm an 80-year-old man and cried like a baby, and hit me hard, and so on and so on. And I was thinking, why is that so? I mean, it's just a TV show like every other TV show, and we had good TV shows. I remember when I was a kid, Knight Rider. There was one day in my history when I saw the last episode of Knight Rider, and a lot of other. I watched the Cosby Show and Alf and MacGyver, yeah. And it's if you watch this show nowadays, I don't know how you feel, but I can watch this. I can stand it for 5 minutes.
How dare you!
So let's stop it there, let's stop it there, let's stop it there. I'm cutting the video, and huge error, don't know. Maybe the coffee had some poison in it, but yeah, I'm sorry for insulting the classics. The classics of the 80s and 90s and 70s. You can still watch them, I can still watch them, that will be forever. There are some exceptions, like the Cosby Show in my case, or Alf, or the nanny Franny Fine thing. We don't want to insult the classics here, so please forgive me and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you. We had Mr. Bean, ended. We had Blackadder, ended. Yeah, we had so much, but it's another. I think it's, how to describe it. It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era. Not that these three guys, Clarkson, Hammond, May, making fun stuff, and that they don't, especially Clarkson, don't want to review electrical cars. It's not about electrical cars. I think it's about, it's the first time for guys like you and me that the outside world ended this era, and I think it's the emotion. We all miss the emotion. When I think back, when I next week I will turn 48, so they did the show for 22 years. So I was 26, young guys selling cars. I was completely into cars. I had an old Land Rover, which I restored and sold. I had an old yellow Volvo station wagon, the 850 Turbo R 4x4. I had this little fellow here. We all had. Most of my friends had this big. I still have it here somewhere. I found it for a few months ago. The big a picture of this white Lamborghini Countach 500 LPS, which was in the film The Cannonball Race. Yeah. Still have my black model here, some dust on it, but and also this guy here, never had one. A friend of mine had one, and I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if they even put it in there. There was a model, but it was not the GTI. It was, I think, the Rally, who had where they put red seat belts in it. So. Which red seat belts, and which was clever in two ways, because 109 brake horsepower from, I think, a 1.6 liter engine, 4-cylinder inline, but you had red seat belts, and you constantly Warrior red seat belts, because back in the days some guys just thought they were cool not using their seat belts, but if you have red seat belts, I mean, you use it. And is there a car out now where you have red seat belts? I mean, would cost nothing more, and even if it would cost €100, I would pay it for having red seat belts again. Also remember, I think I also had them in the Fiat Cinquecento Abarth, which was practically a shoebox with red seat belts and a lot of emotion. And I think this is the reason why so many men and women and guys like you and me are sad. Because I don't know how you feel. You can write it in the comments. I'm interested. I'm really interested. But the emotion is gone, you know? The emotion is gone. Today you're looking at you don't even have a dashboard anymore in most of the cars. Yes, they have a display. I don't want a head-up display. I just want my normal gorgeous like we had for, I think, 100 years. And not this digital nonsense going on. Yeah, I want to go in my car and start the engine and hear something, and not Bluetooth connection disrupted, Bluetooth connection feeling well, Bluetooth bleh. I want a car with a real exhaust pipe, not these fake, not use the S word, not those fake things going on, this silver plastic just glued on the car because it looks fancy or whatever. Yeah. I remember there was a shop, they're tearing down it now. They're tearing down it. I wanted to make a photo, but it was too much rain the last few days. So, and I've also forgotten it. To take a picture. There was a shop where we went and you could buy these chrome exhaust pipes for the car, and then you get home and just put it on the normal exhaust, and then they had a screw and you screwed it on, and after 2 winter the salt they put on the on the highways, you know, completely destroyed it, but it was no problem, you know, just put it down, just take it off and put the new one on. And the 16 valve sticker, which made the car at least 10% faster if you had it. Yeah. So there's a lot of emotion, and I think cars nowadays don't have any emotions. And if you watch Top Gear and Grand Tour and the last episode, yeah, where they're driving these old cars, this emotion-filled cars with all their flaws, because also the new cars have flaws. Yeah, and I will not. You can watch the video until the end. It's not about electric cars or not electric cars, because also the electric cars have no emotion. I've not seen an electric car with a red seatbelt. I have not seen an electric car with a real dashboard now. Yeah. Could be cool, they could make it, they could have a real big red flashy gauge in the middle, how much amperes you need at the moment, for example, or the battery temperature or whatever. You can make that analog, will look nice, maybe if you build it, I would buy it, but they are all boring, Also the normal cars with combustion engines. I mean, a neighbor of mine just bought a BMW X5, and comfy car, great car, drives like, it feels like you're sitting on a cloud. Yeah, the sound system is nice, and after a few hours of connecting everything with your smartphone, it's totally nice. You can enjoy Spotify and all your playlists and so, but there is no dashboard. You're looking at a computer game, and the car costs about, they charge you 100,000 euros to look at some fancy schmancy display. I mean, and no red seatbelts. I mean, it's boring. And it looks like, you know, it's not even a real dashboard anymore. They just build half a car, and then I have the feeling, or I don't have the feeling, but I have the idea, or how does that happen? Is there a car show and they just finish the car a few hours before the car show, and they said, yes, looks nice with the fake exhaust, looks nice with the 22-inch rim. I mean, who needs that? Who needs such big rims? Yeah, I bought the car a year ago for mostly going out in town here. It has 70-inch rims on it. On a car with 101 brake horsepower, I have 17-inch rim because it looks so good and for safety. No, because a normal tire, if I have to replace it, and I have to replace it, and I have in Austria also we have to buy tires for summer and for winter. And one tire in a normal dimension, 15 or 16 or even 14-inch rim, which we drove for years and years and years and had no problem, costs 50 euro, and this 17-inch thing costs 250. That's why they do it. So don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. Give us back the emotion in the cars, please. Yeah. If it's electric or it's diesel or it's a steam engine or whatever, atomic driven, please make cars fun again. Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was. I have a 999 cubic centimeter, 1 liter engine, 3 cylinders, and it sounds like a raging dildo. It sounds like a raging dildo. Yeah, have to say it. I hope the video will not get deleted or banned, but it sounds like a toy on LSD. Or if you put in the wrong batteries. So, yeah. So, okay, where was I? The car, before the car show. So they look at the car and say, yeah, the big rims look good, the fake exhaust looks good, the absolutely boring interior looks good. I mean, we have these massage things in our seats and all the entertainment stuff going on and all the display. And then maybe someone asked, did we fuel it up? And then someone said, oh, let's have a look. And then there is no dashboard. We cannot look up. We don't know if it even works, if it cranks up. We have no dashboard. So they say, oh, it's no problem. We have every year. It's no problem. It's no problem. Stay calm. I have an old tablet here. And we just take it and the glue gun and we put it in front. No, we don't put it in front because we have a head-up display like the fighter jet in our boring car. Yeah, we just take this boring. Does it even work? Yeah, we will get. I think it's 7 or 8 years old. Just yeah. I really forgot. If I did not make the video now, I would not have found it. And for weeks and weeks and weeks, I was always thinking, okay, recharge the old tablet because there is, maybe I show it you sometime, a completely stupid Star Wars game on it, which my son downloaded years and years ago, where you are flying and not X-Wing. What did the bad guys use? I have to stop drinking, not coffee, but the TIE Fighter, yes, the TIE Fighter, and you're flying with the TIE Fighter, and you shoot down the X-Wings, and you maneuver by, just, or no, I have some buttons here on the screen, yeah, and it looks like the interior of a new car, yeah. And so they take this and they just pop it in somewhere, or like in the Teslas you have this huge display in the middle. And I have so many friends who drive a Tesla and say, oh, you get used to it. Really I have to get used to something that costs 100,000, 80,000, 120,000. I have to get used to it. I want the car to get used to me. I want when I enter the car, it recognizes, oh, it's the fat bald guy, and we have to do some analog stuff or play Led Zeppelin. But I don't want to adapt to a car. I mean, what's going on here? You get used to it. No, I want my dashboard. And I don't want anything like that just glued in without any love. They're not even building this cover anymore. They're just popping in their displays there, like they've forgotten it when they designed the car. I really have the feeling that they forgot it. And so I think that's the reason why we all are sad, and some of us even cried or were close to it when we saw the last episode of the Grand Tour. These three guys having fun because the fun is gone. I think so. I feel so. I talk to many people, and everyone is stressed out and depressed, and it seems like everything that is funny is sucked out of the people. And now we had a show that was with us for nearly 22, 23 years, which was always there when there were holidays and days off, and you turned on the TV and switched through the cable TV, somewhere you found a Top Gear episode, and it was always fun to watch. Yeah, I was not a big fan of this stick thing going on, and so, but it was always fun. I remember Hammond racing on the Nürburgring with the Ford Transit, and what was the name of the woman? She died of cancer. Yeah, sad. But she was overtaking motorbikes with a standard Ford Transit, I think 90 or 100 horsepower engine. She overtook some motorbikes and so on. It was always fun to watch, and this kind of fun is gone now. It's gone now. They don't want to blame the government, because, like I think or feel it's in every country. So I don't blame my government, and I'm not thinking about any conspiracy, but driving a car is no fun anymore. Don't know how it's in your city, but in Vienna, it's not funny. It's not funny. If often when I want to go somewhere and it's rush hour, so I say to my wife, no, I know I'm not going. I am not going. And don't tell me to use public transportation, because if you're still watching this video, I sometimes use it. I sometimes use the fast train because it's fun to drive, and I also have to say that the trains here in Austria are mostly in a very good condition. They invested a lot. New trains, silent, quick, fast, comfy. But then you have to get on the tram or on the bus or by feet or take the underground, and there are these underground station people, and it's crowded, it's overcrowded, and yeah, also the streets are overcrowded. There's so many cars, so much traffic, so that's not fun anymore, and so much red lights and long red lights, and which is good, because then you have time to reconnect your Bluetooth connection. Bluetooth connection off, yeah. So, or what my car sometimes says when I don't have, when it's not able to connect to the internet, it also, oops, something went wrong. Okay. And then I just think of the times when it leaned back in a traffic jam and watched your the Star Trek Enterprise Scotty moment. Yeah, you just looked and okay, water temperature is okay, oil pressure is okay, or oil temperature. And I had a Porsche, also a 9999944, You had the oil pressure and voltage from the battery and oil temperature and water temperature and all. Just looking at the dashboard was we didn't really need a radio, because back in the days we listened to the engine. But we had a radio, and we built in the radio by himself. I at least did it in every car I had. I put a whole disco in most of my cars. Was the first thing when buying a new car, a used car, was okay. The diameter of the speakers in the doors, the diameters of the speakers in the back. I remember I once had I nearly bought a car. I think it was called it Seat Cordoba. You know, the Seat Ibiza with the sedan version, and in the back you only had place for, I think, a 4-inch oval speaker, so this size of a speaker. And if you wanted to install a bigger one, you had to saw out the metal and so. And I didn't buy the car. Because, you know, we had at least put in 16 or 20 centimeters diameter speakers in the back, and a subwoofer and amplifier, at least one big amplifier in the back. So if you open the car door, the hatch, if you open it, you had to see the amplifier and all the cables and you know, golden connectors and that stuff. Yeah, I remember it. It was a cool time, huh? And yeah, modern car, if you touch someone, the warranty is gone. If you put in a new radio, you can't, because it's all it don't have a radio anymore. You have a display, so you can't change anything. And the sound in my car is, yeah, it's there, but you know, the fun is gone. The fun is gone. How do you feel about it? I'm really interested. Is it just me, or is it a worldwide phenomenon that the Top Gear Grand Tour era ended? Yeah. So I was talking a lot today. A lot of feelings and good memories of our old cars. Yeah. Tonight I will drink a Weizenbier. Yeah. Not because I'm so underweighted, because it's good. And I will watch the Cannonball race film. Do you remember it? With I think it was a black Lamborghini with also the spoiler in the front, which was for pedestrian safety. I looked it up once, and all the Countach in America had to have this spoiler here. It was not for aerodynamic, as far as I remember. It was if you hit a pedestrian, so these pedestrians don't get hurt by this, you know, would cut like a knife here, the front bumper of the car. You know? We don't have that in Europe. You also see it in the film The Wolf of Wall Street. You also had it, I think. Yeah, it's in the US. Of course you have to have to have it. So, and yeah, I will watch it. It's fun, and also the people playing there: Roger Moore, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, yeah, and so on and so on and so on. A lot of Farrah Fawcett, I think, is playing. Burt Reynolds, Burt Reynolds driving the ambulance car. Oh my God, that was really funny. It was really funny, and you can still watch it. Maybe in 20, 30, 40 years, if I have grandchildren, I can, oh, that was funny back in the days, and they will also find it funny. I hope it's so. I hope it will come this way. So, yeah, just leave some comments how you think about it. Do you still have a car which has emotion, or red? Forgot the name now. Seatbelts, yeah. What cars did you have when you were young? Just tell me. I'm really interested in that. And so, It's Friday afternoon. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful, blessed weekend. Enjoy it. Yeah, watch some of the good old times and press out the tear for the last Grand Tour. I enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Bye.